Yo, what it is, what it ain't, and what it will be. It's your boy, G, the number one Cowboy fan. Happy coming to you live, direct, and correct. How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody's doing well. Well, then again, guess what? I can be lying, because guess what? Yeah, I'm a little upset as well. But we got some things that we need to talk about, because guess what? G, the number one Cowboy fan, got some news that you can use. Anyway, so let's get right on into this. Thank everybody for taking our time to watch the video, follow the videos in the channel, and share the videos and comment and all that good stuff. So okay, thank y'all for that. But let's get right on into this thing, because I don't want to hold y'all up long. Let's talk about the Cowboys. Let's talk about the game on last night real quick. It ain't gonna take us long. Try not to be here long for y'all. But let's talk about this. So what do y'all think? Some people say that Zeke was tiptoeing. Some people were saying that our offense was too conservative. Some people were saying that Dak sucked. Some people were saying that it was actually a good game. So all that's going on. Personally, let me say this here. My opinion. Y'all got me. Man, I'm fucking crazy. But anyway, personally, me, I'm going to say it was a darn good game, man. Darn good game. It was a defensive game. And let me tell you, hold up for y'all say, what do you mean? Dude, let me tell you something. If you ever played football before, and you in the heat of the game like that, the heat of the game like that was last night, the object of the game is to keep the other team from scoring while you try to score. Okay? Y'all feel me on that? The object of the game is to keep one team from out the end zone while you try to get in the end zone. How hard was that for both of those teams? It was hard. It was hard. I kid you not. It was hard. This is, and you know, anybody that can put up 40, 50 points but no, not one team, but both teams putting up 40 points, 40 to 38, 38 to 37. Say, man, where's the defense? Now, what I saw last night, I saw a damn good game, defensive game. And let's talk about the Saints. Well, the Saints came to play some ball. They loaded up the box as we expected to stop the run, which was cool. And I don't know all the stats right now, but I think Zeke only had about no more than 50 yards rushing. No, let me say no more than 60, okay? I hadn't looked at it. I'm just now getting home from work, and today is my birthday, y'all. So my wife got something planned for me. So, yeah, I got to get ready to head out here shortly. So, anyway, so I'm doing this real quick. But anyway, so they loaded the box, and they did a darn good job shutting down Zeke. Zeke had to fight for every yard that he got. But also what they did with the DBs, they pressed. They pressed. And what they were saying, we're going to load this box up, and Dak, if you're going to beat us, these guys here is going to have to beat us while they're being pressed. Okay? So good game plan. Everything, they manned up on them, played a cover one at times, but it was just a good defensive scheme. The same thing with us. We came with a good defensive scheme. Our defense played lights out. And I still say our defense is better than their defense, because guess what? We scored and they didn't. They didn't. That's what make our defense better than theirs. But I don't take anything from the Saints, because guess what? They held us to one touchdown. Okay? But our defense, and hey, let me say this. Big ups to Robert Quinn. Y'all know I've been talking about Robert Quinn. I told you about this guy, Robert Quinn. Robert Quinn is one of those guys that's going to make a difference. Y'all saw it on yesterday. Robert Quinn, to me, got the player of the game. He did. He got the player of the game. The guy was a factor of the game. Him, Leighton Vander Esch. Vander Esch did really, really good. Jalen Smith did good. Kamara, he broke on a few plays, but basically kept Kamara in check. So you can't really say one offense was better than the other because defense showed up on both sides of the ball. The defense showed up on both sides of the ball, but personally, I would have to say that Robert Quinn gets my MVP of the night because he did that thing, man. And then, who else? Jalen Smith, he did his thing. DeMarcus Lawrence, he was okay. I was looking a little bit more for him, but we got a little something from him. But that's good. When one is being covered, the other one gets loose. So, once again, I still think our defense was better than their defense. There was 4 times we held them out of the end zone and only gave up field goals. Man, that's not easy to do. It's not easy to do when you got a team down on the 5-yard line and they can't get an end zone. You do it, 4 times? On 4 occasions, they try to punch it in, they couldn't punch it in? So, personally, I would have to give the edge as far as the defense between the two teams. I would give it to the Cowboys. So let's talk about this offense. Can anybody tell me what was going on? Well, let's talk about the Saints offense. What did we see? We saw Michael Thomas. Michael Thomas was the guy. He was the guy. So Michael Thomas did his thing. We're going to talk about that a little bit later. Michael Thomas did his thing. Kamara did his thing a little bit, but we pretty much have Kamara in check. Tig Ginn was a non-factor. So their offense was okay. It was okay. Versus our offense, basically, overall, we should have won that game. Really, we should have won that game. And the reason I say that, it was the mistakes we made. It wasn't anything that, well, half of it goes to what the Saints did, but we could have broke their spirit if we would have made those drives and scored. We would have broke their spirit. But the fumble by Jason Witten, who was expecting that? That killed us. The fumble by Zeke, which is still questionable to me. I still don't think that was a fumble. I think Zeke was down. But anytime you slow the camera down to darn near a snail's pace, of course you're going to say he's not down. But in real time, the guy's down. So they overturned that, gave him the fumble, so that hurt us. And let me tell you this. What is this about, man? This push off. So Amari Cooper goes out, now they're saying that, you can't put your hands on each other. Man, God dang it, man. It's football, y'all. And it kind of surprised me when the announcer, Chris Collinsworth, said something about when Sean Payton had mentioned something about he's glad to see that his favorite referee is participating on last night due to the fact that he's 11-1. But I'm not going to just sit there and use that because they made a lot of mistakes. Well, it was self-evident mistake, jumping offsides, holding, and, well, mostly holding. So they couldn't do nothing but throw flags on that. And I don't think it was his favorite referee. It was the other referees throwing the flag, so he couldn't control that. But, yeah, our offense, what am I talking about? I'm talking about, yeah, he can't control that. He can't control that as far as the referee. But let me get back on track because there's so much to say. But Kamara, yeah, we held him in check. We held him in check. They did pretty good. But as far as our offense, this push off was, I had a problem with that. So when the 2 times that Amari Cooper committed those fouls, that was 1st and 10. That was the first play. So now, when they threw the flag on us, that put us at 1st and 20. Y'all get what I'm saying? So now we're playing uphill. So basically everything, it was like everything, all the odds was against us. And we had to play through those odds, you know. Then he did that twice. Every time, you know, same thing with Jason Witten. When he fumbled, that was a first down, turnover. Zeke fumbled, it was a first down, turnover. You see what I'm saying? So, true enough, I don't take anything from my wife. She's pulling in, and I'm sitting up making a video. Come on in, girl. Come on in. So, I don't take anything from the Saints, but think about it. Everything we did, it was our fault. It was our fault. We misled. We overled. We misled. Cobbs. We misled him. You know, around the Cobb. You know, Dak put the ball where he needs to get it. Another time we had Cobb wide open, and guess what? Dak threw the ball behind him, which, okay, you say he should have called it, but he didn't, okay? He didn't catch the ball, okay? So it was still behind him. So that's what I'm saying. A lot of this stuff that took place is the poor execution on our part, okay? Also, I'm going to say this here. I think our offense of play calling was a little conservative. We didn't use Pollard. We ran no screen, as I can remember. I don't think we ran any screen plays. Why? So I'm trying to understand, or could it be the case that Kellen Moore and Jason Garrett said, well, we beat him with this offense last year, so let's stick with this vanilla offense that we used last year, and just go along with that. If we beat them with them last year, we can beat them again. So I don't know. Maybe that was the case. Maybe not. I don't know what it was, but it just seems that our offense was a little conservative, as far as what I could see. It was a little conservative. I did see a little bit of the new stuff, but man, we just didn't execute, and they was making it hard for Zeke. So, and whatever happened to Devin Smith? Were we missing Michael Gallup that much? Devin Smith, you was a non-factor, dude. I don't know if they draw. Like I said, I wasn't in the locker room. I have yet to hear what they got to say. Well, that's basically what they're saying is they just didn't execute. So that's what they're saying. So there's just more to it, though. Then what about Dak and the audibles? I mean, was that what was messing up our offense because he was doing a lot of audibles and audible out of the play, or could that have been the case? I don't know. We don't know. But big kudos to the defense, man. I'll take nothing away from defense. I really don't. You know, but I truly can't say that our offense, we got to do better than that. We didn't use Pollard, and then we hit our tight end a few times, and we got away from that. So I don't know. But let me say this, but our schedule doesn't get any easier. We got that Cowboy killer coming in this weekend. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Aaron Rodgers. Aaron six-shooter Rodgers is coming to our house. So I'm just saying, we better get it together. And maybe, like I said, I would love to be 4-0. It would have been beautiful. But I'll take 3-1. And I'm gonna charge this one to the coaches. I'm not charging this to the players. I'm not all fully to the players. I'm charging this one to the coaches. So coaches, get your act together, man, and fix this thing. But big ups to the defense, and Robert Quinn, you get my vote for MVP, brother. Keep doing what you're doing. D. Lawrence, I need you on the other side helping out. But they also, real quick, we do have Tyron Smith. He's out. Not for sure how serious his injury is, but we do know that he's out with the ankle injury, which was pretty bad, which Dak rolled up on his ankle. Excuse me. Dak had rolled up on his ankle, so hopefully it's not that serious. So we'll see y'all. So I'm not gonna hold you up, man. I just want to share that with you guys, man, on the post game of last night. Scored 12-10. Damn good game. It really was. Damn good game. Defensive game. Hey, man, I'll take a game like that any day. We just couldn't find ourselves in position to get in field goal range. But like I said, we'll take it. It's time to put it behind us. It's time to get ready for them Green Bay Packers and move on. So we'll see what happens. Like I always say, fellas and ladies, nothing comes to a sleeper but a dream. So let's make it happen, Captain. Deuces.